This is a Fox News alert. The impeachment public hearings are about to resume. I'm Dave Anthony. There will be two of them today. The first about an hour from now.
No due process. The president does not get an attorney in the room. The president does not get to request any witnesses.
Republican House Leader Kevin McCarthy says President Trump did nothing wrong in the Ukraine controversy, but Democrat Denny Heck also told Fox.
The person who is accused doesn't get to decide who the witnesses are for and against them.
Fox's Rachel Sutherland is live in Washington.
Dave, this morning's witnesses were on the July 25th phone call between President Trump and the new leader of Ukraine. They are Jennifer Williams, an aide to Vice President Mike Pence, and Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Vindman, a National Security Council staffer. They're expected to challenge President Trump's assertion that the call was perfect. Then this afternoon, former Special Envoy to Ukraine Kurt Volker will testify, along with Tim Morrison, who stepped down from the National Security Council. In his closed-door deposition, Volker testified he had no knowledge of a quid pro quo. Dave?
Right, so there is something Democrats and Republicans appear to agree on at the Capitol. The House expected today to pass 4 weeks of short-term government funding before money runs out on Thursday, and the White House supports this. It's a great day for an American who's no longer a hostage in Afghanistan, now getting medical treatment before being sent back home to the U.S. Fox's Tanya J. Powers has details on this live.
Kevin King and his fellow professor Timothy Weeks, who's from Australia, are free after more than 3 years as hostages of the Taliban. They'd been abducted outside the American University of Kabul in 2016. The two were swapped for 3 high-ranking members of the Taliban, which had refused to hand them over to U.S. forces until they had proof the Taliban prisoners had reached Qatar. The Taliban calling the swap good steps for building trust in the peace process. Dave?
Tanya, Afghanistan's president said that he had initiated this prisoner swap, hoping to move that process forward. America's listening to Fox News.
Dell's biggest Black Friday ever starts now. Save up to 50% on Windows 10 laptops and desktops with Intel Core processors before Windows 7 support ends January 14th, 2020. Save on servers and a huge selection of electronics with low monthly payments, plus get free shipping. Call 877-BUY-DELL to talk to a Dell small business technology advisor who can help you find just the right tech. That's 877-BUY-DELL or visit Dell.com/SB Black Friday.
Message and data rates may apply. T&C and privacy terms can be found at babbel.com/terms. Please don't text and drive.
Do you want to learn to speak a new language but don't have enough time? Then you need to try Babbel, the language learning app that you can try for free. Babbel's lessons are just 15 minutes or less, and you can go at your own pace. You'll be amazed at how easy Babbel makes it. Start your first lesson in the language of your choice for free. Download the Babbel app or text SKILL to 64,000. Text SKILL to 64,000.
Again, our top Fox News story. The public impeachment inquiry hearings resume today. There are 2 more. 2 witnesses this morning, 2 later today, and then there will be 5 more witnesses in public hearings on Wednesday and Thursday. A woman's body was found late last night in Missouri in the search for someone who's been missing in the St. Louis area for a week. Jennifer Rothwell's presumed dead. Her husband, Bo, is jailed without bond on murder charges. Police say he was spotted the day before she was reported missing buying bleach, carpet cleaner, and gloves. And that body was found hours after a Colorado man was convicted of murder nearly a year after his fiancée disappeared. District Attorney Dan May.
It's a sad day that all justice can do is hold Patrick Frazee accountable. We wish Kelsey were here today.
Kelsey Barrett's body was never found. Prosecutors claim he beat her to death, burned the remains, and he was given life without parole at sentencing. On Wall Street, stock futures are higher, indicating more gains the day after records were set for the Dow and the NASDAQ. Here's something you haven't seen on primetime TV.
This is Jeopardy!
But you can this winter.
James Holzhauer is about to meet his match in a special primetime Jeopardy event January 7th. After winning the Jeopardy Tournament of Champions last week, Holzhauer will return to face Ken Jennings and Brad Rutter, 2 of Jeopardy's biggest champs. The primetime event will be airing on ABC in a multi-night showcase. This will be the first time Jeopardy has aired on network television instead of in syndication in 30 years. Holzhauer, Jennings, and Rutter will compete in a series of matches. The first to win 3 matches gets $1 million in the title of Jeopardy, the greatest of all time. Michelle Polino, Fox News.
On Monday Night Football, the Kansas City Chiefs improved to 7-4 in the season with a 24-17 win over the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Good morning. I'm Rich Hancock with your ESPN 93.5 local news update. The Urbana City Council deferred a vote Monday to increase the city's food and beverage tax until their next meeting because 2 council members were absent. The proposal would increase the tax from 1.5 to 2% and would apply to all restaurant meals. The vote is scheduled for December 2nd. The Illinois Association of School Boards will gather in Chicago on November 23rd, and delegates consider issues to pursue in upcoming legislative sessions. This year, they voted not to support legislation that would allow school employees to carry concealed weapons on campus. Only Hawaii, New Hampshire, and Wyoming don't generally prohibit guns in K-12 schools. Decatur's City Council voted unanimously Monday night to demolish 14 more abandoned homes. It's part of the city's neighborhood revitalization efforts. You're up to date. I'm Rich Hancock.
Dig this. Do you plan on tailgating this football season? Of course, that's a ridiculous question. And do you love grilling every chance you get? You know it. So you probably buy a lot of meat, right? Oh yeah, when I grill, it's a real production. What if I told you there was a place in town where you could get farm fresh, top quality meat, steaks, bratwurst, sausage, and more? I would say you better give me the address right now.
The address is 1503 South Maryland, just off Florida and Urbana. Get locally sourced meat for your next tailgate at the U of I Meat Sales Room. Open Tuesday and Thursday 1 to 5:30, Friday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m.
This is Rob Meyer with Provident Financial Group. We are honored to be celebrating 10 years of service and want to thank all of our amazing clients for their confidence and trust. And we are looking forward to meeting the needs of current and future clients in the years to come. Contact us today at 3017 Village Office Place in Champaign or call 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network. Member FINRA and SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Well, good morning. It is Tuesday. ESPN 93.5, 3-day weather from the National Weather Service and brought to you by the Blossom Basket Floors, from simple to simply magnificent, with 2 locations, Village at the Crossing in Champaign, also Cunningham and Urbana, 367 Rose or blossombasket.com. It's Diane Ducey. Good morning.
Morning, Stevie. Morning clouds. 60% chance of some precipitation. Today's high 42, 29 our low tonight. Up towards 50 tomorrow with partly cloudy conditions, down to around 41. On Thursday, we expect a high of 58, down to 33. 80% chance of rainy conditions and windy. Right now, the temperature's at 34. ESPN 93.5.
Off we go. Dr. Todd Likens, you have a pet question. Charlie got hold of a barbecue rib bone.
Okay.
Really worried about it.
It is.
My bad. Dropped it on the ground.
Splinters.
Yeah,
and
splinters. Anyway, seems to be fine. Always dog things somewhere. Anyway, if you have a dog or cat question, you can always get that to us at 359-2255. Today's offer will be the Blossom Basket at 5:30 this evening on the drive. Nice. 5:30 this evening, you have a chance to text in and get yourself $50 to Blossom Basket Floors, part of our Go Stever deal. If you're not in Stever, I would suggest going to gostever.com and registering while your friends and neighbors all take advantage of spending Stevie J's money and keeping the stuff.
Pretty cool to see that offer, and just hit accept when you see that. Again, 5:30 tonight then for Blossom Basket?
It's going to be text tonight, and we do some online, some text tonight. Gotcha. It'll be a text. All you'll do is have a chance when the boys say text in. Be listening at 5:30 tonight for that. Well, he is Donald Trump's Health and Human Services Secretary. Cabinet Secretary Alex Azar. How are you?
I'm doing great. Good to be with you today.
So I'm reading about executive order. Tell me about that.
So the president had put out an executive order saying we need to have greater transparency in healthcare, and then on Friday he announced sweeping changes in the healthcare system that give you, the American patient, the right to know what a hospital or doctor visit is going to cost you. Get this, before you go to the hospital or doctor for the first time ever.
It's going to be sticker shock, and then is it going to shame them into bringing it down? Is that the thinking?
Actually, the idea is that it'll empower you to make choices. So they would have to be disclosing what their list prices are, and then if you've got insurance, what the negotiated discount is that your insurance company has worked out. And then also the insurance company would have to tell you what your out-of-pocket would be under your plan, like if you're in your deductible period or if you've got any kind of cost sharing. 70% of hospital services are actually what we would call shoppable. Like that's like getting an MRI or a lab test or a hip replacement. So you'll be able to look and see which provider you could get the better deal from. And often they're the same quality, and they can be as much as 100% difference in the same town between providers.
Okay, so the capitalist left in this country understand that will drive prices down.
Yes, so that should drive prices down, and it should create competition.
That's awesome. Okay, because right now it's a mess. You're a former executive at Eli Lilly, Secretary Azar, so you know how all of this works. Are you surprised, though, at how difficult Washington is to get anything simple done?
Not with President Trump. It's he's got such drive and focus on healthcare and delivering results. We're able to get so much done. I mean, this change on transparency, people on the left and the right have been dreaming about this for decades, and he's been the only one with the guts to go forward and deliver on it. And the vested interests here, who are making a lot of money off of the status quo, the so-called nonprofit hospitals, the insurance companies, they're not happy about this. They've already risen up in rebellion about this because they don't want the patient to know what something's going to cost. They'd rather you be in the dark and learn about it the first time when a bill collector shows up at your house.
It's gotten to the point, though, and I'm probably at the wrong age, but it's going to cost me about $65,000 a year before taxes to insure my family. How could it have gotten so out of hand?
Well, on the insurance side, the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare, really delivered that for you. Your example is a perfect one. If you take a 55-year-old couple in Nebraska that's making $70,000 a year, they're going to spend $38,000 on insurance premiums for just the standard plan and still have $11,000 in out-of-pocket spending. Yeah. That's the so-called affordable health care that they were delivered.
Okay.
It's crazy.
But we can't get a consensus in Washington, which is pretty frustrating, to watch them impeach the president, which is the biggest joke I've seen in a long, long time. I mean, wow. Did you see any of that last week?
Well, no, because I'm working on delivering transparency for people, and the president and I, we got our eye on the ball, which is delivering for the American people, not that stuff going, the theatrics going on.
I'm glad, because we need some of that, but unfortunately, we're mired in the biggest partisanship I've ever seen. Didn't you have did you go to school with Brett Kavanaugh? What's the story there?
Yeah, I did. I was in law school with him, and he's a very, very, very good friend of mine throughout my entire career. Just a superb man.
Well, superb for him to survive that. That was another spectacle. Do you think we're going to get back to any normalcy where you live, Secretary?
No, absolutely not. It is, unfortunately, it just gets worse and worse every year. And as you saw with Justice Kavanaugh or with so many other good people, the price of public service is becoming so high in this toxic environment that I just fear that so many good people of the next generation will shy away from public service because they just say, why would I put myself through that? And we'll be left with people in government or in leadership who have nothing, nothing better to do. It's a very toxic culture, and it's very distressing when you think about the future of our country.
Are you glad you did this?
Oh, for me, yes. I mean, this is a deal that I signed up for. This is my absolute dream job. For me, it's worth the cost because the chance to work with the great people here at HHS, to work with the president, and just have an impact. The incredible impact that one can have in government is really beyond belief. My department is $1.3 trillion a year.
Wow.
1/3 of the U.S. government. And so we touch everything.
We need you, and I appreciate your focus in trying to help. It's a really distracting environment right now, but thank you for trying, and we appreciate your efforts, sir. Thank you for your time today.
Absolutely. Thank you. Good to be with you.
You bet. Department of Health and Human Services Secretary Alex Azar, ESPN 93.5.
Illini fans, mark your calendars now for the Game Day Spirit Winter Stadium Sale. The date is Saturday, December 7th in the Great West Hall of Memorial Stadium. Save up to 90% off on Illini merchandise and fine brands like Nike, Columbia, Champion, and 47 brand. There's something for every Illini fan. Hats, tees, sweatshirts, hoodies, jackets, jerseys, and more. You won't want to miss this one-day clearance event. Follow Game Day Spirit on Facebook for details and previews of special offers. Don't miss the sale Saturday, December 7th at Memorial Stadium. Go Illini!
How good are PXG clubs? Golf writers describe them as absolutely remarkable and the best golf clubs out there. Our customers call them insanely good and say they live up to the hype. So what are you waiting for? Step up your game and enjoy golf more than ever. Call 844-PLAY-PXG, 844-PLAY-PXG, or visit pxg.com to book your custom fitting. PXG. Nobody makes golf clubs the way we do. Period.
ESPN 93.5, 816 sports headlines.
We ended up pulling it out in the second half against Hawaii. The final was 66-53. 0 for 7 at the start, from what I'm hearing. Tied at the half.
Yeah, it wasn't. Oh, what Brad Underwood.
It wasn't pretty by any stretch. I thought it was a extremely gritty, tough, defensive-minded basketball game tonight.
But a win is a win is a win. And the only thing I'd say to Hawaii, one thing. Can I come play in your gym?
Okay, then. Kofi Coburn with 15 points and 11 rebounds. Yet another double-double for our 7-footer down in the middle. Illinois football facing Iowa at 11 a.m. on Saturday.
Yeah, Coach Lovie Smith. 4 in a row?
Life is a lot better when you're winning football games, and you accomplish more than you have in the past, and you see the program headed in the right direction. We're all in a little bit better spirits.
But what about last year here?
63-0 thrashing out there. We're going to bring that up. A few times. I think the guys have heard that a few times, but I don't think you really need to. There's a lot of us that went through it. When you play that way, you just hope you get an opportunity to play better against an opponent.
Okay, then. Now, again, we're bowl eligible. We're going bowling. Can we still have that thing, Edge? I mean, which bowl? That's the only decision. We're not going to win anything as far as the Big Ten, but which bowl?
That's right.
Are we going to come out with the same fire? I hope so. 4 in a row. At Iowa's always tough. Always tough.
Mm-hmm. While we're on Illinois, our volleyball player that's a junior, Morgan O'Brien, Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week. She had 41 digs. We swept Rutgers the last game, and now we've got Maryland and Ohio State coming into a road trip Friday and Sunday. Milwaukee over the Bulls. That final was 115-101. Pacers over the Brooklyn Nets 115-86. We had the Chiefs beating the LA Chargers in Mexico City. I guess it was pretty loud on that PA system.
There was a lot of people in Mexico City watching that football game. I mean, it looked full to me. A big stadium.
Kansas City on top, 24-17. Top 3 in basketball. Number 1 Duke, then Louisville and Michigan State. Michigan State won yesterday, as did Ohio State and Kentucky. NHL action tonight. Carolina's at Chicago to take on the Blackhawks. Tampa Bay in St. Louis to take on the Blues.
Imagine being married to a football coach. Talk about your roller coasters.
Mm-hmm.
When you coming home? Thursday?
I think I'll just sleep on the office couch again, dear.
Yeah, I mean, and you know that their mood is going to be dependent on the record, right? Because your job's on the line always.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go with your weather, brought to you by Gerber Collision. When do you get it to Gerber? When you back into someone who's backing out. That's when you get it to Gerber. Locations throughout central Illinois. GerberCollision.com or call 8777-GERBER to find your nearest Gerber location.
Ice 42 expected today, 29 our low this evening. Chance of showers this morning at 60%. Up towards 50 with partly cloudy conditions tomorrow, down to around 41. 58 the high on Thursday, then dipping down to 33. Windy and rainy expected on Thursday with that high near 60. Right now the temperature's at 35 on ESPN 93.5.
All right, we'll check our Fox Business Minute, see what the markets are looking like. They've been touching all-time highs on the Dow. Brought to you this morning by Eric Bowling at Provident Financial Group in Champaign, where partnerships are built on trust. Find Eric at Provident Financial Group, LLC.com. It's Tuesday, about a half hour away from Dr. Todd, our veterinarian friend. 7:20.
I'm Deirdre Bolton, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Home Depot shares are sharply lower after the company lowered its expectations for the year. It reported improved sales in the recent quarter, but the numbers were not as strong as Wall Street was expecting. Kohl's is predicting its business won't measure up to its forecast for the year. Even though its sales increased in the recent quarter, the numbers did not measure up to Wall Street predictions. Apple's planning an event to honor its favorite apps and games of the year. It's been naming its best performing apps in a December release. There's speculation the event could be a live version of that announcement. Small business owners are receiving signing bonuses from American Express. Wall Street Journal says the payments have been ranging from $10,000 to $450,000 and are partly to cover the cost of carrying its cards because Amex charges higher transaction fees. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Ginny Cosola, invested in you.
I'm Maria Bartiromo from Fox Business. My parents lived the American dream. My father cooked in his restaurant. I was the coat check girl. Today, I'm still working the hardest I've ever worked, giving my viewers every tool I can to help them succeed.
I'm Stuart Varney from Fox Business. My first investment, traveling the world for about 5 years and ending up right here in America. Damn good investment, actually. Fox Business.
Invested in you.
Hi, Ellen Hook here, owner of your locally owned Ashley Home Store and Sleep Shop. We're offering our Black Friday steals early. Save up to 50% off, plus shop our Black Friday doorbusters, like mattresses starting at $99, sofas for $279, queen panel beds starting at $199, and 5-piece dining sets starting at $299. Plus, enjoy next day delivery 7 days a week, or get the styles you love with no interest for 6 whole years with no minimum purchase. Ashley Home Store's Black Friday sale is going on now at your locally owned Ashley Home Store. This is home. Located at 602 West Anthony Drive, Champaign.
Hi, I'm Troy Lands. Here's a great offer from Lands. For a limited time, we're offering instant rebates up to $1,000 or special long-term financing with group credit on qualifying trained systems. That's $1,000 in instant rebates or special financing. Call Lands for details or find us online at landsinc.com. And remember, it's hard to stop a train. Any season, anytime, you can count on Lands.
See Lands or visit train.com for complete program eligibility dates, details, and restrictions.
Long's Garage, the oldest auto repair facility in Champaign-Urbana, deals with engine repairs, transmissions, brakes, suspensions, electrical, air conditioning. But one thing they pride themselves on in the one-stop shop for vehicle repairs is tires. Kumho Tires is having an instant rebate sale. If you buy a set of 4 Kumho passenger tires, you get a $60 credit. If you have a truck and buy a set of 4 light truck tires, you get $120 credit. So go on to Long's Garage at 503 East Main Street or schedule an appointment at 217-367-3942.
Well, you're moving around this holiday season. Stay connected to your finances with Busey. Mobile banking at Busey. Manage your account anytime, anywhere. I do it all the time. Pop on there, transfer a little money here, pay it here, bill pay there. Convenience on your cell phone. Time saving. Is it safe? Yes, it is. With the proper security measures in place, it is as secure as banking online using a home computer. Busey offers options on how you access your accounts on the go. Busey mobile app. You can find the nearest branch or ATM. Busey Text, which is accessing account balances or transferring funds right from the mobile phone. BuseyMobile.com. Use this site. If you don't have the ability to download apps but still want to access your accounts on the go, it's BuseyMobile.com. Busey, dedicated to making your banking hassle-free no matter where your holiday travel plans take you. With their innovative and secure mobile solutions, download the Busey mobile app today to access your accounts anytime, anywhere. Visit Busey.com or call 800-67-BUSEY for details. Be going to Chicago on Saturday. Nathaniel's moving from his apartment to another apartment. And moving is not generally anything anybody looks forward to.
Right.
But I started thinking about it. I don't know the number exactly, but when you count going to college and moving into a dorm, moving into an apartment, we're nearing 30.
Wow.
So think about how many times you've moved a child or you've moved a friend, or are you in your 20s, 30? Because we are. And so I'm excited.
Okay, good.
I'm fired up to see Nathaniel and help him get to another place that's going to take about 100 minutes back to his life. Wow. Every day.
That much in commuting.
His commuting is 3 hours a day. And he'll go down to probably, he gets 50 minutes. That's 100 minutes a day back each side, 50 a side.
Okay.
So how about that?
That's great.
So much better life, when and Christian, when he interned and stayed with Nathaniel this last summer, he commuted in Chicago. Think about your drive today. It's about 7 minutes.
Right.
Christian spent it might be 2 hours each way. 2 hours each way to get to work. So you're starting really early and getting home really late, eating dinner about 7:30.
That's right.
I mean, think about that life. And we around here get mad when the person in front forgets to do the left turn blinker. Hey, come on, Grandma.
Exactly.
I mean, it's amazing, but in urban areas this is their life.
Yes.
And you're going, well, I'd never do that. Well, maybe you would if you had a really good job with benefits and it paid well. Mm-hmm. But, man, think about working in downtown Chicago on Wacker and the soccer games at 4. You're not going.
That's right.
And boy.
That's why podcasting has gotten so popular.
Well, you listen in Chicago. I mean, Jeremy Warner Show, 30% of his 22,000 hits every month are from Chicago.
We've got a lot of visitors at ESPNCU.com.
So you got it's amazing though. We in Champaign-Urbana don't realize how cool it is and how blessed we are to not spend half our life in a car or a train or a bus. Mm-hmm. But that's what they do in our wonderful city of Chicago every single day. It's just life because there happens to be about 4.5 million people up there.
Hey, Rick just checked in from Seidel and said, thank you for the basketball tickets. I got to spend some quality time with my daughter.
Wonderful.
Illinois beating Hawaii was nice to see.
Well, if you like that, let's do 4 for the Citadel tomorrow night.
Yeah.
We got rat-a-tat-tat with a lot of these home games.
Yeah, we do.
And I got some tickets for this, so this will get you 4 free to the Citadel. And if you'd like these, text in Illini to 359-2255. If you'd like 4 free tickets to Illinois basketball tomorrow night, you want to go see this team, 359-2255. My thoughts on Illinois basketball, and what number do you want to?
It looks like an 8 o'clock start. Let's go to 17.
17th text in gets these 4 free ones. Text Illini safely with your hands free, of course, 359-2255. My thoughts on Illinois basketball are changing quite a bit. It's going from, oh, golly, I hope we get better to, oh, golly, will Kofi be a one and done? I mean, I know he's not ready for the NBA, but sometimes they draft potential. He looks like he's getting better about every hour. I mean, his moves inside, he's a load. That man is ginormous, and he's better than he was 3 games ago to me. No! I know, isn't that something? So you change from, gosh, I hope we win some games to, is Io going to leave? Is he that good? Is he ready? How about Kofi? What about Georgie? Couldn't Georgie make coin now in Europe? Closer to home? Anyway, that's wonderful to have those thoughts like some of the big-time programs have. That's our evolution. All right, 7:28, going to break for the news. Be right back. ESPN 93.5.
What's Kasasa? It's like a big bank rewards with a community bank heart. A free Kasasa checking account at Prospect Bank rewards you in ways you might not think a community bank could. But the best part is, you do not have to go to some big bank to get it. Stop in your local Prospect Bank and find out all the details. So what's Kasasa? It's like a cool word for earning cash. Member FDIC.
Prospect Bank, the Opportunity Bank.
Sergeant Mark McAllister is his name. Sergeant for the Champaign County Sheriff's Office for 23 years. Law Enforcement Official of the Month.
Now, as far as working with the canines, I know Stevie and I are big fans of dogs. Talk about that chapter.
That was unbelievable, honestly. The training was tough. I mean, it was a lot of training. It was a lot of training after the initial training. Once you have the dog, it was a lot of extra work on top of your daily duties, but very rewarding.
I'd have a hard time separating out. You know, we're working barking versus come here, baby.
Yeah.
You know, is that kind of a...
It is, although it's almost a different mode. Like, even the dog itself, you know, from being at home to, okay, when we get in the car, it's time to
put it on, strap it on.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So you can't fool the dog.
No.
They kind of know. And they also become very connected, don't they, with you?
Absolutely.
So if somebody gets near you, that's bad for the other person?
They don't like that, yes.
Law Enforcement Official of the Month, brought to you by SK Exteriors. Their website, callsktoday.com. You can stop by Chemical Maintenance Incorporated on Bloomington Road if you're in charge of keeping your business clean and germ-free. Mm-hmm. Check out E-Sprayer. I want that.
That's right.
This technology is great for schools, also great for radio station control boards.
Yeah.
Call CMI 217-359-6262 today.
Kill those germs.
You can get a demo. CMI Clean, your janitorial and equipment experts. And speaking of which, what are the odds that Brad Parks, one of the owners, a minority owner, frankly, right, Brad? You're a minority owner?
Hello?
Yeah, you there? Brad?
Yes.
Stevie J, you're live. How are you?
Hello, I can barely hear you.
Okay, we're turning it up.
Okay, how about now?
ILL.
INI, you win 4 tickets, buddy. How's CMI?
Oh, it's doing great. That's doing all, you know. That's where she runs.
Well, you know what? I want that e-sprayer, so Betsy, I want that.
I will let her know that.
Because I'm touching germs all the time, because this is the same board that Lante uses.
That's right.
So.
Well, she can keep that stuff clean for you, I'll tell you that. That's for sure.
Hey, listen, keep up your great work, locally owned and operated CMI, and enjoy these tickets, buddy boy. Thanks for listening.
All right, I appreciate it. Thanks so much.
You betcha.
Also, supporters, I saw them last week with the Developmental Services Center kicking off their Tree of Hope.
Yeah, big into that. Too. All right, ESPN 93.5, 731.
If you're a small business owner, there's no better place to find the impact hire to help your business than LinkedIn. LinkedIn Jobs takes the time to learn more about who you're looking for and then recommends qualified candidates from their community of engaged and career-minded people, candidates who you likely won't be able to reach anywhere else. The truth is, over 70% of the U.S. workforce is on LinkedIn, and posting your job on LinkedIn gives you the best chance of finding and starting a conversation with your next star recruit. It's no surprise a new hire is made every 8 seconds using LinkedIn. So build your winning team by posting a job on LinkedIn and visit linkedin.com/sports to get $50 off your first job post. That's linkedin.com/sports for $50 off your first job post. linkedin.com/sports. Terms and conditions apply.
Good morning. I'm Rich Hancock with your ESPN 93.5 local news update. The Mahomet Public School Board has approved a measure to allow homeschool students to participate in the district's extracurricular activities. Homeschooled kids will now be allowed to take part in school sports, clubs, and music programs. The $98 million University of Illinois Electrical and Computer Engineering building, now over 5 years old, has been awarded a platinum certification under the LEED, or Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design, rating system for healthy, highly efficient, and cost-saving green building. 79-year-old Champaign-Urbana area Boy Scout leader Milton Forsberg has pleaded not guilty to trafficking in child pornography. Forsberg was indicted earlier this month on 2 counts, one for receiving and one for possessing child porn. Police found more than 100 images of underage boys on Forsberg's computer. You're up to date. I'm Rich Hancock.
At the Happy Honda Days sales event, you can unwrap incredible deals that'll make you, oh my gosh, you know, the kind of gift that makes you, no way, or even, awesome. Yep, that's basically Happy Honda Days in a chestnut shell.
Get a great deal on a 2019 Accord from KBB.com's best overall brand for 2019 with 1.9% APR financing for well-qualified buyers. Hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details. Excludes hybrid models based on 2019 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
At the Happy Honda Days sales event, you can unwrap incredible deals that'll make you, oh my gosh, you know, the kind of gift that makes you, no way. Yep, that's basically Happy Honda Days in a chestnut shell.
Get a great deal on a 2019 Civic from KBB.com's best overall brand for 2019
Visit your Central Illinois Honda dealers or go to centralilhondadealers.com.
Based on 2019 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit kbb.com for more information.
Come experience Naya Restaurant in Champaign. Chef Thad Morrill talks about the menu.
There's a few mozzarella dishes, burrata, which is a fantastic kind of version of mozzarella. There's mozzarella de bufala, so we get a lot of stuff brought in weekly just from Italy. I like to use very authentic ingredients. We also have this really cool Japanese robata grill, which is a high-heat skewer grill, so we can put things on skewers. So we've got a great chicken skewer, a ribeye skewer. Come in, get a little snack, grab a glass of wine.
See the menu at NayaRestaurant.com or experience it for yourself at 212 East Green Street, Champaign.
All right, 25 till. Let's check your ESPN 93.5 3-day forecast from the National Weather Service.
Morning showers, then partly cloudy. Today's high 42, 29 our low tonight. We've got partly cloudy conditions tomorrow, high near 50, down to 41. An 80% chance of showers, windy on Thursday, but a high 58, low 33. We're currently at 36. ESPN 93.5.
At Dick Van Dyke Appliance World, they're standing by. You need a fridge, you need a freezer, you need a dishwasher. Dick Van Dyke guy Mike, who talked to me when I went up there a couple days ago, said you're not supposed to clean your plates before you put it in the dishwasher. I said it won't come clean. He said the enzymes of the food mix with the detergent. See, I never heard that one. I'm always, if you don't kind of clean it a little, it kind of stays baked on there.
Uh-huh.
You ever had that?
Yes.
Anyway, Dick Van Dyke said, hey, get a new one. Come
okay.
on. Dick Van Dyke, Appliance World, Bosch, Frigidaire, GE, Whirlpool, whatever brand you're looking for, they can help. So, Dick Van Dyke Appliance World, located on Neal, drive toward the mall before you get to the I-74 interchange. Be on the right-hand side as you're driving north. Just pop in there and look around. Some really, really sleek-looking things. You can spend a little money in there. They got their big sale going on now, too. I saw a refrigerator that had a lot of bells and whistles. I think it was jingling as they passed it. It was $3,200 on sale for $2,000. Plus, you get the 10-year protection plan.
Wow!
Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. You can start at appliance-world.com. So we have been working a lot on what we call Stever. This is a program that is a little out there, and as the kids are growing up and Dad would say something a little out there, they'd say, easy, Stever. Calm me down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So we named the program Stever because it is a little bit out there. It's kind of a new deal for our partners in business where we advertise for them, market for them, but we are truly partners, and it's a entirely different paradigm. So we have been offering you these wonderful things where you essentially take Stevie J's money, spend it, and keep the stuff. And the only stipulation is you need to use it within 7 days, and then you give me a little feedback.
Mm-hmm.
And so you become part of the Stever Advisory Board.
Oftentimes giving our listeners an opportunity to check out businesses where you've never been.
Yep. So my kind of open-faced letter to you this morning, and I kind of touched it on social media on Facebook yesterday, is some of these categories, and there's a lot of category business, and I've identified about 50. You know, you got your carpet cleaner, you got your painter, you got, there's a lot of categories.
Right.
So the automobile industry with Stever is a little tricky.
Yeah, it is.
So if I give you $1,000 to go buy a car, you're going, still $32,000.
Right.
So it's kind of a tall thing. And plus, you don't just nilly-willy go buy a vehicle.
Right.
But you might nilly-willy, if you're serious, go drive a vehicle, what's called a test drive.
Uh-huh.
So I have worked in concert with Honda BMW for quite a while. And this is just an innocent little question I have for you this morning. At Honda BMW, and I've talked about, award-winning and, what they've done with that dealership since 2013 is quite stunning.
Uh-huh, turning it around.
They had dozens of vehicles on there in 2013. Now they have hundreds. It has become an incredible dealership for our area. If you like Honda and you like BMW, there's two pretty good lines. Some people are very loyal to Subaru and Toyota, whatever, that's fine.
Sure.
And I say, well, if you go to Honda BMW and you give them a try before you buy something and, just look around, see what the people are like, I think you'll be very, very impressed. So Ben Quattrone is the man at Honda BMW, and we were talking about this. And then the thought of the Stever came up. So how can I get people to maybe go visit for the first time? If you've never been to Honda BMW, they're off Neal at Burwash in Savoy. So here's the question this morning. If Stevie J were to give you some money to do a qualified test drive. That's the key word there, qualified, because people, God bless you, will go do it, take the money, and never be interested in the vehicle.
That's right.
Kind of defeats the purpose. And, you know, why not? So you'd have to make the incentive good so that you'll do it. It's not going to be $25. I'm busy. I don't have. I'm not in the market. You know, those things. So if you say, how about $200? That moved the needle for me.
Okay.
But here's what a qualified test drive is, and it's deeper. You're obviously just not walking off the street, leaving your car, running, and go drive and get $200.
You have to get the financing set up?
No, there's no credit check.
Okay.
But what it is, a qualified test drive at Honda BMW means the customer has to prove you're financially able to purchase the car, genuinely have to be interested in buying a car.
Right.
So you might not be interested in buying a car right now. That's fine. It's, you know, to find the people via radio, got a lot of listeners.
Sure.
You might know somebody who's buying a car.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to have insurance in your name.
Okay.
And then they're going to ask you a very, very short series of questions, and you got to be 21.
Okay.
That puts you in the qualified test drive category. So
I think in my circle, a lot of people have kids that are getting their license because I have 2 high schoolers myself at Unity, so they might want to upgrade their vehicle and give their kid their vehicle.
That's very possible. Mm-hmm. And so you're saying, well, I'll give that to Anna, and then we'll go buy a new one.
That's right.
This is for new cars now. And they got Hondas and BMW. And a lease counts because that's buying, essentially. You're leasing something that would be the same category. So here's the deal. Would you, to do a qualified test drive, do that? Would you take time to go in there, eye contact, be serious, and when you test drive something, and you might not buy it there, you might, but you might not. There's no obligation to buy anything. And then after you do the qualified test drive, Stevie J gives you $200.
Okay.
That's a lot of cheese. So the key is, are you or are you not really interested in a new car? That's the key. So why don't you, this isn't an offer, this is a question.
Right.
Would you do that?
So would we just text in yes or no?
Yes or no. 359-2255. Would you do that if I were to offer? That's all. $200, but it has to be qualified, meaning you got to be serious, or maybe you tell your neighbor who's is looking, and you say, well, it's not my kind of car. Okay, that's fine. You don't like to drive Honda BMW. That's fine. And you might have a guy somewhere. That's fine. Just questioning, wondering how to correct the car.
So far, it's a positive response.
Well, $200, Stevie J would do this, okay? And we kind of are thinking van again. So, I mean, just there's just, you know, we are really trying to do things differently. You know, I think media in general needs to forge another way, because we're in a point, I think, in life where the client really wants to know what their money gets them. And we're trying to go a little deeper with that and do a series of guarantees for our partners. And we love doing this. It is so fun, I can't tell you, because we legitimately work as a partner matching our listener with you. And it's been a ton of fun. But the car industry thing has been a little more difficult for us. So if you have any thoughts, would you? A qualified test drive means a series of things I just read. Would you take a qualified test drive at Honda BMW for $200? And then it'll be up to you and up to them to see if you're a match and if you like what you have. And then you certainly don't have to buy a new vehicle. This is just a qualified test drive. It's a little deeper than your normal off the street. This is somebody, you got to do all that. All right, 359-2255, yes or no? 359-2255. And what we got? Tom won tickets. Is that what you did?
Yeah, I won tickets to the U of I game last night.
How'd she go?
We won.
Well, I did know that. How was it being there? Was it fun?
It was great. Seats are right up behind the basket.
Yeah.
You got a TV sitting right there between the two of you. I watched a little Monday Night Football while I was watching the basketball game.
Man, you had it going on. So you won my Legacy box seats, and they're pretty good?
They were awesome.
Okay.
So all the
Did you get some
included.
food? Okay.
Excuse me?
Food included.
On these seats? Oh, this has been Quattrons. Okay. This is a Honda BMW seat. This is where you get all your food seats we gave from Honda BMW.
And you asked Tom to check back.
Yes, I did. Okay. Now I'm on the page here, my friend. Okay. So did you have, you just said I want more nachos and I want more beef. That worked well?
I had burger and fries. My wife had a chicken sandwich and fries. Then we got hot wings to split. After halftime, they bring out hot chocolate chip cookies. And then they have a drink menu. If you want to upgrade to alcohol, you just pay the extra for that.
Okay. But soft drinks are included in that, Tom?
Soft drinks are included.
Okay. So what would they, if they wanted an extra chocolate chip cookie, was that cool?
They brought me a plate of 4, so I was good.
Uh-huh. Wow. Yeah, that should be plenty for most. Anyway, awesome. Yeah. So thumbs up for these incredible seats we gave away from Honda BMW.
Awesome. Yep.
Well, you're the man. I'll tell Ben to go ahead and give me some more then.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Tom, thanks for telling me, buddy.
Hey, just remember that when Justin Moore and Tracy Lawrence come to town, they're from Arkansas, too.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah, we love
March
Arkansas.
28th on that show.
We love Arkansas. Yeah. We love Arkansas. That's the home of Bill and Hillary. Well, Hillary.
Yeah, easy on that. Tom Decker. That's all you need to remember.
Home of Tom Decker.
That's home of Tom Decker. Thanks, buddy.
All right.
Okay, good stuff.
All right, ESPN 93.5. We're going to check our sports headlines in just a moment.
Hi, this is Eric Bolin with Provident Financial Group. We are honored to be celebrating 10 years of service and want to thank all of our amazing clients for their confidence and trust. We look forward to meeting the needs of our current and future clients in the years to come. Contact us today at 3017 Village Office Place in Champaign or call 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network, member FINRA and SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
At the award-winning Honda BMW, if you buy any new Honda, now until the end of the year, there'll be a brand new television and a brand new bicycle in your backseat as you drive home. That's Honda's way of saying thank you. Plus, you can receive 0% financing for 72 months. That doesn't happen very often. Visit Honda BMW and ask about their new TV and bike and 0% financing for 72 months for a limited time. Honda BMW off Neil Burwash in Savoy or drivechampagne.com.
Hey listeners, have you ever heard what you don't know won't hurt you? Well, it may not, but it may make you hurt longer. Guess what? Last year in 2018, landmark legislation was passed where you can see your physical therapist without a physician referral, and it's called Direct Access. Are you tired of all the tests that don't give you answers but leave you with questions? Are you tired of taking pain pills? Are you tired of not having control of your life? Well, now, no worries. Go see a physical therapist and get your life back on track. Come to Meller Center and see one of our 9 doctors of physical therapy. Visit us at MellerCenter.com.
All righty, here we go. Dr. Todd Likens, if you have a dog or cat question, 359-2255.
Well, Tom from Arkansas enjoyed the game last night. Thank you, Ben Quattrone at Honda BMW, for providing those nice seats with the food included. 66-53 was the final over Hawaii. It was tied at the half. Kofi Coburn, 15 points, 11 rebounds, another double-double from him. But we were just slow getting out of the gate. We're 3-1 on the season as we face Citadel on Wednesday. As far as other Big Ten teams to note, number 3, Michigan, number 10, Ohio State, and let's see, is it number 9 for Kentucky now?
Yeah.
Anyway.
They almost lost again.
Yeah, that's right.
It doesn't matter. Really?
They played West Virginia, it looks like, and it was 82-74.
Well, whoever it was, Kentucky will be there in March because they have a bunch of McDonald All-Americans again.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always like, watch them in March. They'll be around.
On to the pros. Pacers won over the Nets and Milwaukee beat the Bulls. We have Chicago in action against Carolina on ice. Tampa Bay is at St. Louis to face the Blues. Chiefs over the Chargers 24-17 in Mexico City.
Lovie Smith was in front of the media yesterday, and he, on the road in the Big Ten.
It is. I think most teams, especially Big Ten, places that we go to are hard. It's tough in general going on the road. You have a home field advantage, but I think it also helps when you've done it before. Going to Purdue is a tough place. Of course, Michigan State is a tough place, and we're going to another tough place. But good football teams have to go to tough places and win. I feel like we're equipped to do that. We run the football on the offensive side. We put an emphasis on ball security and taking the ball away on the defensive side. So, yes, tough place to go on, tough on the road, but we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, listen, Iowa beat us here 63-0 last year, 63-0, and I was there. And so it's, really, again, come on. We beat Wisconsin. We won 4 in a row. We beat Michigan State, the biggest comeback in the history of Illinois football. So who's to say? And the point spread, this is how Vegas gauges everything. I was an 11-point favorite, and a top 20 team at home, only an 11-point favorite, shows some respect for what Lovey's done and what this team has done. So it's pretty exciting thinking you're going to Iowa, and past however many years we've played up there, there hasn't been much of a chance. And you really believe you can win anything right now. And we're going to a bowl regardless, and you're going to get a nice warm bowl if you can win the last 2. 8-4 will secure us probably in California or Florida. And I think most people that would want to go to a bowl would prefer not to go to Detroit, no offense. It's just fun to go to Nashville, New York City for the pinstripe. How about the Armed Forces Bowl January 4 down in Fort Worth? That would be fun. Florida would be fun. Anything like that in the winter, somewhere warmer, has more appeal. But it's just amazing we're even discussing this. We're even saying, hey, what bowl are we going to? I haven't said that in years. Oh, sorry. I promised myself I wouldn't do that. Let's check your ESPN 93.5 3-day forecast from the National Weather Service.
Looking pretty good. We've got a little bit of precipitation out there, but today's high 42 and down to around 30 this evening. Not bad. Wednesday, we've got partly cloudy conditions, high 50, low 41. 58 with rainy and windy conditions on Thursday. Friday, back to a high of 41. Same for Saturday, mid-40s by Sunday. Right now, we're at 35 on ESPN 93.5.
It's that time of year again. Time to pick a pumpkin, drink some apple cider, and break out the flannel. Champagne Outdoors has everything you need for cozy fall days. You'll find jackets, fleece, flannel, boots, and more from brands like the North Face, Patagonia, Columbia, Smart Wool, and so many more. Stop by Champagne Outdoors today for everything you need to enjoy fall in the Flatlands. Visit Champagne Outdoors on South Neal or online at champagneoutdoors.com.
This is the busiest time of the year in the city, but the holidays wait for no one, so I'm glad I have USPS to get presents to my nephews in time. Traffic jams or not.
You don't see many people when you live way out here, but even on snowy days, I can rely on my carrier Donna to show up.
Wherever you call home, the United States Postal Service goes the extra mile to bring your holidays home. Learn more at USPS.com/season. And with informed delivery notifications, get a digital preview of your mail before it arrives. United States Postal Service. Priority you.
Hey, I'm Andy. If you don't know me, it's probably because I'm not famous. But I did start a men's grooming company called Harry's. The idea for Harry's came out of a frustrating experience I had buying razor blades. Most brands were overpriced, overdesigned, and out of touch. At Harry's, our approach is simple. Here's our secret. We make sharp, durable blades and sell them at honest prices for as low as $2 each. We care about quality so much that we do some crazy things, like buy a world-class German blade factory. Obsessing over every detail means we're confident in offering a 100% quality guarantee. Millions of guys have already made the switch to Harry's, so thank you if you're one of them. And if you're not, we hope you give us a try with this special offer. Get a Harry's starter set with a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, shave gel, and a travel cover. All for just $3 plus free shipping. Just go to harrys.com and enter 1616 at checkout. That's harrys.com, code 1616. Enjoy.
Tuesdays, we get with Dr. Todd Likens, a veterinarian, Madison, Kirby, and Champaign, Pet Pro. Also, next to the police station, guarding our finest in Mahomet. Todd, how are you?
We're doing good. You know, they haven't been robbed since I put my dogs on duty there.
Oh, yeah. No, I know. It was ferocious English cream, golden whites. Okay, issue 1, a text came in.
Yes.
It says, what does Dr. Todd say for a toothbrush? Our dog has terrible breath and licks all over everything at night and makes everything smell very, very bad.
Boy. How old's that dog, I wonder?
Yeah.
No age of the dog?
The first thing I say is, okay, you're 2 years, you probably got some tartar buildup, and that's making the breath a lot worse. Tartar is the source of a lot of the bad odors in the mouth. So you may want to have those teeth evaluated for cleaning. But anyway, yeah, you brushing teeth, you can do it. Either toothbrush, a lot of time I'll have people use the little finger cots for like brushing baby teeth. And, you got to get your dog used to it, that you're putting something in their mouth. And, of course, there's lots of doggy toothpaste out there and everything. But they also need things to chew on. That helps keep the teeth clean, too. They sell stuff in the grocery store like dentist sticks that, the dogs chew and help keep the teeth clean. There's dog foods that are like, I like to call them like peanut butter bite kibbles. They're huge, and the dog bites them and their teeth sink into it like a peanut butter sandwich, and when they chew, it's got cleansing action. So those are called dental formula dog foods, and those are nice to throw in there every now and then to help keep the teeth clean. All in all, eventually you're going to end up having to do dentals, most of the time starting by age 5, and it can be up to yearly, or I got some that even come twice a year for cleaning.
The dog is too, and he wonders about the cost of the toothbrush.
Oh, I mean, we're talking buy at Walgreens. It's like, they're nothing. Doggy toothbrush are no different. Same for the finger caught toothbrushing. I mean, they all work.
Yeah, but good luck having the dog say, "Oh boy, I love brushing my teeth."
Yeah, exactly. Most people don't do it, and I accept that. But you got to accept. You got to give them things to chew on. It's one thing that's easy to do.
Yeah.
And 2, at age 5, you need to start planning in dental as part of your routine care. I kind of like to talk about doing my wellness lab checks attached to the dental. And, of course, the dental months are coming up in January and February. It's special. I think February is National Dental Month, but we've already started here because we do so many.
Okay, good tip. I didn't know that all those things you eat. I thought that was more of a marketing thing, but you say there's something to them if it says dental or something.
Yep, they've got research on some of especially on the prescription side. The foods are researched to show how much they reduce tartar.
Gotcha.
So it does work, but the problem is you got to do it every day, and it's if the dog doesn't like it, you're not going to do it every day.
Right.
Realistically,
my dogs, Charlie and Bella, are at an age now, 10 and 11. Where they're like, nah, I don't want to chew on anything right now. I'd prefer applesauce.
And see, part of that comes too from the not taking care of the teeth in some cases, because the mouth gets sore. Have you ever tried eating with a loose tooth in there? I mean, I'm seriously, I pull like 10 teeth often when I'm doing dentals.
Yeah, we're gonna have to bring our puppies in a little bit and have you take a peek. Yeah. So, have you ever? This is a wild random because I do that. Random thoughts all the time. Has there ever been an HMO for veterinarians?
As far as
I mean, I give you $50 a month, and my dogs come in. I pay $3 copay. So you don't have to pay big when you go in. You have it kind of covered as you go, kind of thing. A deductible. I mean, I don't know if there's anything like that for dogs.
Well, you got the pet insurance companies, and now a lot of jobs are offering pet insurance when you to their employees.
Oh, wow.
So those type things are out there. HMOs, I've thought about it a lot and tried to figure out how I can make it work. I'm just always too scared to make the jump.
No, I know, because it's a complete business. I don't think any vets do it.
It's a whole different ballgame than what I'm used to.
Yeah.
So,
well, again, that's what I do. I come up with crazy ideas, and a whole bunch of them aren't very good, Todd. So I just wanted to ask.
I think it's a good idea. I need some. I guess I need some teaching on how to set it up so it works.
But because
I
it'd
don't
be
understand
nice
how insurance works these days.
Well, because people don't understand. That's why I have embraced insurance from your recommendation. I think they're wonderful. But I pay $1,000 deductible. But a doggy cancer, leg surgery, I mean, those will be thousands.
Exactly.
And I pay $1,000 deductible, and I have up to $10,000 coverage a dog per year. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, that means I can send you to the right place, and that's where my HMO comes into a problem. Is like I can do stuff here, but I can't do some of these cancer things, or scans or things like that.
Yep.
So then it's how do you pay others is how I would. That's where I run into a problem when I'm thinking about these things.
Well, if you want a good veterinarian, you find Dr. Todd Likens. Where are you, my friend?
Hey, we're Kirby and Manas, and we're driving around in our car, and you can flag us down. Well, I've done them with dogs and cars before.
Okay. Hey, all right, we'll be in touch.
All right, see you guys.
Thank you, Dr. Todd Likens, the Pet Pro veterinarian on
355 Pets.
Houlihan sounds pretty good.
Yes, it does, and especially with Kathy Harden and Dave Cooper.
Tonight?
Performing tonight.
Oh, come on.
We love Kathy Harden.
Yeah.
And Tuesday nights between 5:30 and 7:30 is when they have their live act, Live in the Lounge. Tuesday's feature is half-price bottles of wine. If you can't finish the wine, it's no big deal. The bartenders can safely seal up the wine so you can take it home. They always have happy apps and drink specials between 4 and 6 all day on Sunday, where they have their Sunday brunch lunch from 9 to 2. Houlihan's is just south of the State Farm Center.
Pretty familiar voice coming to the radio station here in just a moment. Stand by. You'll recognize him.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do that in a moment. By the way, has Kathy Harden, she's been singing now for 4 or 5 years now, right?
4 or 5 decades.
I mean, she's been around. Kathy
Exactly.
has been around from Tolono. The Hardens, of course, a lot of Hardens in Tolono.
That's right.
Okay, we'll be back in just a moment after our news. And Tim Sinclair will grace our microphones. Stand by, the PA voice of the Fighting Illini.
And the Colts.
CI Living, my favorite TV show. Indianapolis Pacers.
My
favorite TV show is CI Living on Channel 3. I don't know if you knew that. My favorite TV show.
Very good.
All right, we'll be right back. The news at 8 o'clock. You're listening to WSJK, ESPN 93.5, Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
This is a Fox News alert. Another impeachment public hearing is about to start in the House. I'm Dave Anthony.
The president did nothing wrong. The president released funding for Ukraine.
Republican House Leader Kevin McCarthy. Democrats insist President Trump initially held up that aid, trying to get Ukraine to investigate 2016 and Joe Biden and son. Fox's Rachel Sutherland live in Washington.
Dave, the first witnesses today have firsthand knowledge of the phone call between President Trump and the president of Ukraine. One of them is Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Vindman, a staffer on the National Security Council who arrived on Capitol Hill this morning in full uniform, as he did for his closed-door deposition. The other is Jennifer Williams, an aide to the Vice President Mike Pence, who President Trump suggested is a never-Trumper. Williams described the president's phone call as inappropriate. Dave?
Rachel, this afternoon, 2 more witnesses will testify at another hearing, Kurt Volker and Tim Morrison. The House could also vote today to avert a government shutdown. Funding runs out Thursday. Fox's Sean Langell.
House and Senate leaders have struck a deal on a continuing resolution that keeps the government open until December 20th and does not put any restrictions on border wall funding, something President Trump demanded in exchange for his signature.
Well, despite that, the White House has come out in support of this deal. After 1,199 days as a Taliban hostage, an American teacher has been set free in Afghanistan, now getting medical treatment, along with an Australian hostage also released. Kevin King's family says they're happy the long, painful ordeal is over. The 2 were freed as part of a prisoner swap for 3 Taliban militants. WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange is off the hook in Sweden, a rape investigation he avoided by holding up in Ecuador's embassy in London for years has ended.
A long time has passed since the event took place. Memories fade for natural reasons.
Deputy Chief Prosecutor Ava Marie Persson. Assange is currently jailed in Britain fighting extradition to the U.S. to face charges of espionage for WikiLeaks publishing classified U.S. military documents. America's listening to Fox News.
Dell's biggest Black Friday ever starts now. Save up to 50% on Windows 10 laptops and desktops with Intel Core processors before Windows 7 support ends January 14th, 2020. Save on servers and a huge selection of electronics with low monthly payments, plus get free shipping. Call 877-BUY-DELL to talk to a Dell small business technology advisor who can help you find just the right tech. That's 877-BUY-DELL or visit Dell.com/SB Black Friday.
Message and data rates may apply. T&C and privacy terms can be found at babbel.com/terms. Please don't text and drive.
Do you want to learn to speak a new language but don't have enough time? Then you need to try Babbel, the language learning app that you can try for free. Babbel's lessons are just 15 minutes or less, and you can go at your own pace. You'll be amazed at how easy Babbel makes it. Start your first lesson in the language of your choice for free. Download the Babbel app or text SKILL to 64,000. Text SKILL to 64,000.
Look at our top Fox News story. The next impeachment inquiry public hearing is just about to start in the House, with 2 witnesses who listened to President Trump's call with Ukraine's leader back in July, asking for an investigation into 2016 and Joe Biden and son. Both Alexander Vindman and Jennifer Williams have already told lawmakers in private they had concerns about the call. There'll be 2 more witnesses at another public hearing this afternoon. Police in Fresno, California keep searching for 2 gunmen who shot up a house party Sunday night. 10 people were hit, 4 died, including a singer.
Fans of a rising star in the Hmong music world are pouring out their sadness on social media about his murder. 23-year-old Ji Lee and 3 other men were gunned down at a backyard party in Fresno, California Sunday. Lee's YouTube channel has nearly 93,000 subscribers and millions of views. Fans Fans are praising him as a young legend, a singer who will be deeply missed, with one person posting, Lee's voice and lyrics touched his soul. Carmen Roberts, Fox News.
A sentencing hearing starts today in Oklahoma for a cop killer facing the death penalty. The day after Byron Shepard was convicted of murdering police officer Justin Turney at a 2017 traffic stop in Tecumseh. A lot of classrooms are empty across Indiana.
Very few public schools in Indiana are expected to be open today as unionized teachers are planning to rally on the lawn of the State House in Indianapolis. Indiana Teachers Association President Keith Gamble says, among other things, teachers will demand a pay raise.
Average teacher salary should be at about $60,000. Right now it's at $52,000.
130 different districts are preemptively shutting down school for the day, swapping it out for other pre-planned professional development days in which students don't come in. Eben Brown, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures are rising ahead of the opening bell. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Good morning. I'm Rich Hancock with your ESPN 93.5 local news update. The Urbana City Council deferred a vote Monday to increase the city's food and beverage tax until their next meeting because 2 council members were absent. The proposal would increase the tax from 1.5% to 2% and would apply to all restaurant meals. The vote is scheduled for December 2nd. The Illinois Association of School Boards will gather in Chicago on November 23rd, and delegates consider issues to pursue in upcoming legislative sessions. This year, they voted not to support legislation that would allow school employees to carry concealed weapons on campus. Only Hawaii, New Hampshire, and Wyoming don't generally prohibit guns in K-12 schools. Decatur's City Council voted unanimously Monday night to demolish 14 more abandoned homes. It's part of the city's neighborhood revitalization efforts. You're up to date. I'm Rich Hancock.
Looking for some standout gifts for big clients this holiday season? Minuteman Press has a chocolate vendor to stamp your company logo on pieces of chocolate.
Really? Chocolate.
Plus, we can get our logo on the keyboard calendar that has the whole year right at our clients' fingertips. Easy to access.
Chocolate.
Lucinda, what's your vote for a neat promotional piece to hand out?
Chocolate.
Minuteman Press. Online at cuprinting.com.
Turkey rules this time of year. Turkey sandwiches, turkey sausage, turkey casserole, turkey wraps, turkey soup, turkey salad, turkey tacos.
Enough with the turkey already!
When you've had enough turkey, make it Rosati's Pizza. They're thankful for you this holiday season. So you know when you hear...
Not another turkey, just eat!
You should call Rosati's Pizza at 328-2334. That's 328-2334.
Hi, this is Mary McGrath.
And Katie Burkett with Cozad Asset Management.
Do you work with a tax preparer, a broker, and an insurance agent?
At Cozad Asset Management, you can experience a one-stop relationship with a trusted wealth advisor.
Our team is knowledgeable about income taxes and investments, as well as college, retirement, and estate planning.
Give us a call today so that we can assist you with all of your wealth management needs.
Thanks, and go Illini.
Securities offered through M Holding Securities, Inc., a registered broker-dealer, member FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Cozad Asset Management, Inc. Cozad Asset Management is independently owned and operated.
All right, here's your ESPN 93.5 3-day weather from the National Weather Service. Diane Ducey.
Well, starting out with some great conditions and a chance of some showers, but mild for us with a high 42 down to around 30. 50 tomorrow, partly cloudy, down to 41. 58, rainy and windy on Thursday, down to 33. Right now, we're at 35 with the clouds. ESPN 93.5.
All right, recognize this voice, Tim Sinclair. I guess you started WBGL. Is that where it started?
Yeah, that's fair.
Kinda.
Part-time, I was been a few other places, but that's probably where most would know my voice from.
Yeah, Pam Peoples and Tim had a wonderful morning show on WBGL. And then he's kind of an entrepreneur at heart. He does stuff. He writes books like Startup. What is this about? Smart Startup is what?
It's essentially the story of starting a company I did back in 2014 completely by accident. I had an idea for something in radio that I wanted to solve, and then I went to try to figure out how to do it and realized it was going to cost way more money than I had and take way more experience and technology than I could possibly come up with on my own. And I had to make a decision. Do I go after this and try to bring a team around me to do it, or do I forget about it and just go about my merry way? And so the book is kind of the story of putting that company together and realizing every step along the way I was by far the dumbest guy in the room. I didn't know law, I didn't know business, I didn't know technology, I didn't know investment, but I surrounded myself with people who did and tried to plow that path.
And how has it gone?
Well, we're still up and running. We've got about 1,200 users every month around the country and around the world using the product, and feel like we have really led the way in something that had never been done before. 3 patents, and it's been a lot of fun.
Well, patents aren't cheap.
No, they're not.
Learned that too, didn't you?
Sure did.
Yeah, smart startup, the fine art of being the dumbest one in the room, Tim Sinclair. How do people get it? TimJSinclair.com/book, or you can just search for it on Amazon. It's available for pre-order now. Comes out next Friday. And then we've got a little book party downtown Champaign on December the 3rd. And it's free to get in. Obviously, we'll be selling books while you're there, but come by, say hi. Where's that going to be?
It's at the new Sarah Ventures building downtown at 520 North Neal.
Right.
It's that sort of right by the yellow apartment building.
Okay.
That's downtown. They built right next door to that on Neal Street, and it's a beautiful view downtown. December 3rd, 6 to 8.
And TimJSinclair.com, and all the information will be there.
It is.
All right, so the PA work with the Indianapolis Pacers.
Yeah.
And then the Fighting Illini work for basketball. Auditioned? How did that work?
Yes and no. Mainly yes. I applied for the job when Jim Shepard first left for Illinois. I had never really done PA before, but I thought it'd be fun. And they'd already given the job to Mike by the time I had submitted all my stuff. And so I waited a year before I heard anything.
Wow.
And they said eventually, hey, do you want to come work a baseball game? The following year. Sure, why not? And I felt like I was terrible, but they asked me to come back and help the next year, and then asked me to do more the next year, and then more and more and more, and eventually they said, hey, are you interested in the men's job? And I'm like, yes.
Baby steps. So got you in there. Of course, my favorite television show is CI Living on Channel 3.
Well, thanks.
4 o'clock every weekday afternoon. And that, again, you're thinking, well, the guy writes books, he invents stuff, he gets patents, he does the PA, he does Indianapolis, and now he does a TV show?
Yeah, they've been great. Here's the thing. I try not to do anything unless I love it. And if I don't like it, I want to find a way to get rid of it and fill that space with something that I do love. And TV was never really on my radar screen, but last year they called and said, hey, do you want to do TV? And I went, well, maybe. But I have to be able to leave to get to Indianapolis certain weekdays to do Pacers games. And they said, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
What makes you most apprehensive in a microphone?
I think the only time I ever get nervous, I ever get apprehensive, is if I feel like I'm not prepared.
Okay.
Right.
Yep.
So I had
the
a time,
Russian national team is in town. You don't cold call that.
No. And you have a lot of those, especially in soccer. I had one when Manchester United was playing at Soldier Field. I don't remember who they were playing. But at Soldier Field, the press box and the media deck are on opposite sides of the stadium. And so they took all the starting lineups to the media deck. But that's not where I was. And so 5 minutes before walkout, we're like, we don't have lineups. And finally, someone had screenshotted it on their phone, sent it over to the media deck, and I had to cold read Manchester United in front of 65,000 people, not having seen the lineup, not knowing the names. That's the only time I can remember being nervous, but it was awful.
Well, and at the State Farm Center, when you get announced, the starting lineups and then the 3-point balls and then there's a run and then we're Michigan State, wow. How fun is that?
There are few things that compare to lots of different sports. You're removed from the action. Football and soccer, you're up in a press box, but basketball, you are on the court, literally in the middle of that sea of people, and that energy when it hits, whether it's an Illini game, we had Oladipo hit a shot against Boston to win it at the buzzer last year. That kind of energy is pretty incredible.
Yeah, and then just to not say, "Oh, come on, that's a terrible call."
Yeah. I mean, that happens, but the mic generally is off.
Thank goodness.
You want the team to win.
Yeah,
right.
I'm the only one really who's allowed to be a cheerleader.
That's right.
But you have to do it appropriately. appropriately and make sure the mic is turned off if you're going to say something that is crossed the line. So.
You know, Stevie, you used to be at the scorer's table, and there was a few times that I subbed for you, and that is a surreal experience. And as the spotter and promotional person, I was, cheering, and, Tony Clements had to pat my arm and say, okay, you need to calm down because we're representing all here.
Right. It's hard not to get involved.
They used to have spotter position. That was there years ago when Tom Trent did it.
Oh, sure. I remember that name.
Back in the 70s, he had a wonderful voice, and then he decided not to do it anymore, and Jim Shepard came in, and I was the, quote, spotter, which is essentially a code for great seat and cheering for my team.
Yes.
So I had to be, and if you look on the cover of Lou Henson's book, I'm under his arm.
Oh, nice. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, go ahead.
Somehow I missed that.
I very honored that Lou would put me on the cover, even though he didn't even know it was there. But anyway, I was in the background, but I always used to look at the old pictures, see if I'm there, because that was a wonderful seat.
Oh, man, it's the best seat in the house.
Saw some fantastic, incredible games during the Illini run in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, but I worked every high school game when the high school tournament was here.
Oh, right, sure.
And so we had a lot of games, and I worked with Tom Trent, who's still in San Francisco doing great.
Is he really?
Yeah. I talked to him a year ago.
That's awesome.
Anyway, Tim Sinclair does a wonderful job here in Champaign-Urbana State Farm Center for the Indianapolis Papers to CI Living on Channel 3. His book is called Smart Startup.
You must be just a genius on time management, Tim Sinclair.
I say my calendar looks like Crayola threw up on it because orange stuff Illini events, yellow stuff Pacers, red stuff the Chicago Fire, blue stuff TV, and so I sort of keep a track of it that way and just need to go point me in the direction of the right city.
You must have a make sure that everybody pays. I mean, that's a lot of sources of income. So you're watching what direct deposit or mail or something.
I call it 1099 to 5. Those are my hours.
Well, you're doing great. We're glad you're doing what you're doing. You sound great.
Well, thank you. I have a lot of fun, which is sort of half the battle.
That's right.
Okay, so again, I'll be watching today at 4. CI Living on Channel 3. Certainly,
I will be there.
Yeah,
so
hi to Heather.
Be at the game. Yeah. I will say hello to her and be at the game again tomorrow night.
Well, Heather, hey, and thank you for coming by.
Oh, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
And it's again TimJSinclair.com for his appearance coming up December 3rd. Also buy his book. Great stocking stuffer or main gift. It's smart. How much does it cost?
$15.99.
Cheap.
Not bad.
Specific knowledge, shortcuts to not make the mistakes you did. Come on.
Exactly right. It's invaluable.
Thanks, Tim. Appreciate you, bud. Tim Sinclair, ESPN 93.5, Smart Startup, TimJSinclair.com.
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Will Kane.
Carson Wentz makes amazing throws that should not be completions, and yet they are. But Carson Wentz misses routine throws that should be completions. I get the reasons for a difficult performance. It wasn't just the offensive line's fault. It wasn't just the weapons' fault. It was that Carson Wentz was missing easy, wide open, necessary, drive-extending passes throughout the game. He's missing the easy stuff while making the hard throws. We're not asking Carson to be Superman. We're instead asking Superman to sometimes be a good Clark Kent.
Get more from Will Kane today from 3 to 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio, ESPN News, or on the ESPN app.
Pros, start with Lowe's for Black Friday deals to save on the brands you trust that do the job right. Stop in today and get your choice of a DeWalt 20-volt max cordless brushless drill or a DeWalt 2-pack of 20-volt power tool batteries, each just $99. And pick up a pass-load angled 3.5-inch 30-degree cordless framing nailer for $100 less, now just $299. Whatever's on your wish list or gift list this Black Friday, do it right for less. Start with Lowe's. Offers valid 11/21 through 11/27, U.S. only.
Not quite ready for the holidays? Warm up to the season with McCafe donut sticks with chocolate dipping sauce and go from this.
Okay, Janice, I'm going to need you to take your holiday spirit from a 10 to a 2 before I pop your inflatable snowman.
To this.
Janice, these holiday decorations are a revelation. Oh, want to wear our matching light-up sweaters to the tree lighting ceremony tonight?
Warm up to the holidays with light, flaky donut sticks, now with new chocolate dipping sauce and the cinnamon cookie latte only from McCafe. Good is brewing Participating McDonald's for a limited time.
Jay Lehman is back on the Jeremy Warner Show this fall.
Tell Lisa Byington, I have never seen Wisconsin get schemed up like they're getting schemed up on some place. Because I saw some chunk runs. I saw Navarro's pass. I haven't seen that this year.
Get the insight from the former All-American Illini linebacker and Rose Bowl team captain. Catch him on Monday morning starting at 10 a.m. as he talks Illini football and breaks down the rest of the Big Ten. Thanks to Molitor Financial Group and Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. Don't miss a thing, and be sure to check out our podcast online at espncu.com.
Your business is our business. From appropriate lending strategies to retirement plans for employees, Busey will help navigate your financial challenges. With experience working with a variety of industries, Busey has innovative ideas and proactive solutions to help meet your needs and reach your goals. For a top partner for your bottom line, call 1-800-67-BUSEY or visit Busey.com. Busey, your dream, our promise. Member FDIC.
What a nice voice. Tim Sinclair. He does his lineup, sounds great.
So many times we get a guest who don't have proper miking technique.
Yeah,
the case.
You can tell broadcasters that come from radio.
Exactly.
You really can. The way they work the microphone, because that's what they've done.
Exactly.
Let's check your weather.
We've got a high 42, expected morning rain, partly cloudy, and a low 29 this evening, up to 50, partly cloudy tomorrow, down to 41, 58, rainy and windy come Thursday, down to 33 in the evening. We're at 36, ESPN 93.5.
Yep, Jeremy Warner Show after 9 this morning. The drive this afternoon, 5:30, you'll have a chance to text in and win $50 to the Blossom Basket. We'll do like 10 of those. So be listening at 5:30 on the drive with Lonte and Derek Piper. 5:30 for your Stever giveaway. Go to gostever.com. Make sure you get registered. 8:20.
I'm Liz Clayman, and this is the Fox Business Report.
More new homes are going up. Groundbreakings for new homes rose 3.8% in October, and it looks like more new homes will be going up in the future because permits for home building increased 0.5%. Also, the parent company of TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Home Goods is reporting a better-than-expected quarter, and it's raising its forecast for this year. Its sales improved in the recent quarter, and it says the holiday shopping season is already off to a strong start. Both Kohl's and Home Depot are predicting business will be weaker than they expected this year, though, and those stocks are both lower. The Walt Disney Plus debut has not had a severe impact on Netflix stock price. Reuters says Wall Street's reaction suggests investors believe the new Disney service might not be as crushing as predicted for Netflix. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Ginny Cosola, invested in you.
America is a special place. It's a place where we work for what we want and speak up for what we believe, where we have the power to change the course of our nation and the world. Every 4 years, we make a choice for ourselves, for our families, for our future. We do something most people across the globe only dream of. Democracy 2020. It's in your hands. Fox News. America is watching.
Wednesday, December 4th, will you be there live for the first ever nationally televised professional wrestling event in Champaign? AEW Dynamite is coming to the State Farm Center at the University of Illinois. See Chris Jericho, Cody, John Moxley, Kenny Omega, Nyla Rose, Rio, Hangman Page, the Young Bucks, and the athletes of All Elite Wrestling Live. AEW Dynamite is coming to the State Farm Center at the University of Illinois live. Tickets are on sale now and start at $20. Special student ticket prices are also available. Go to AEWTix.com.
Enjoy the sights and sounds of the holiday season at Junior League of Champaign-Urbana's Festival of Trees, sponsored by PNC. Join us Saturday, November 23rd from 11 to 5, Sunday, November 24th from 10 to 3 p.m. at Hilton Garden Inn in Champaign. View over 70 wreaths and trees. Tickets at the door or online are $5 each and free for children under 3. Get raffle tickets to enter to win your favorite tree. All proceeds go to community projects, scholarships, and community grants. Get your Festival of Tree tickets now at juniorleaguecu.org.
At the award-winning Honda BMW, if you buy any new Honda, now until the end of the year, there'll be a brand new television and a brand new bicycle in your backseat as you drive home. That's Honda's way of saying thank you. Plus, you can receive 0% financing for 72 months. That doesn't happen very often. Visit Honda BMW and ask about their new TV and bike and 0% financing for 72 months for a limited time. Honda BMW off Neilibur, Washington, Savoy, or drivechampagne.com. All right, ESPN 93.5, Laura Blau has joined us. How are you?
I am fabulous.
Shambana Moms. Shambana Moms. Everybody knows Shambana Moms. Tell me how this started.
10th anniversary.
You've done this 10 years?
I know. I started when I was 10, of course. So, how did this happen? That's a really, really good question. First, though, I have to give a shout out to my good buddy Tim and congratulate him on all he has going on.
Tim Sinclair. Yeah. You guys have the same voice quality, too. It's amazing. You can do PA just as much as he could.
There you go, Laura.
Well, we both have a lot of roots in sports, so there are some
there you go.
similarities there. But basically, how did this start? Well, sometimes things start just because you see a gap and you see something that's missing and you want to fill it. And that's really the story of how this got started. I have a background in journalism. As I mentioned, sports. And
how many years did you write sports?
10 years.
Wow.
Went to Northwestern, right?
Yes.
10 years in sports, 10 years with this, and you're 10, so it's just 30 years old. Congratulations.
So yeah, I started when I was 10. But anyway, it's just been a labor of love, I think, that we saw a need in the community. You'd hear this all the time, that this is a great community to raise a family, but there's nothing to do here. And I'm like, that's not true.
Yeah.
It's just really hard to find out because, when you live in a community that has 2 cities, more than that, of course, 2 park districts, 2 libraries, 2 of this, and I'm just, minimizing here. Of course, there's many more than that. So trying to bring all that information together was really the key. And, people really grabbed onto it and took ownership of it in ways that we never anticipated.
How many people hit Shambana Moms every month?
70, 80,000 maybe.
That's a lot.
Terrific.
That's really, really a lot. Okay. So, what's new? Are you doing some new things?
Oh, yeah. We decided that we needed a new website.
Okay.
So
because you had nothing else to do with working at the university and everything, huh?
Yeah, we had nothing better to do. But actually, this is another community story. I think it's a testament to the to Shambana Moms is that we were actually approached by some organizations in the community who saw a need for a similar resource for active older adults in our community. And that has resulted in the launch of ShambanaSeniors.com.
Really? Now, again, perceptually, you can correct me. Perceptually, I'm thinking they don't know how to use the internet.
Well,
that's not true, is it?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, think about your own family. Think about who's commenting on your Facebook post. Think about, who's asking you.
My mom can handle the internet.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome.
That's right.
So, Shambana Seniors.
Yes.
When?
It's live. It's going. We launched in mid-September, kind of a little quietly. Wanted to kick the tires and get things up and running and really sort of get some feedback too as well. And we consistently are looking for feedback. When Shambana Moms launched, as I said in my story about the 10-year anniversary, nobody was watching. So, this has been a very different experience that there's a lot of interest in what is happening with the site.
It looks really good.
Yeah. And
good visuals, good first impression.
Okay. So, and we're continuing to add content. And yes, we do. It's not just me or my original team that's working on it, but we do have people from that demographic who are writing for us. And this week we'll be posting an article about 10 essential holiday experiences. And you might say, well, that's really similar to Moms, but it has a different bent to it. It's meant with a different audience.
Well, Laura Blau, good work. Congratulations on 10 years. Shambana Moms and a new ShambanaSeniors.com.
Thank you so much, and
That's
thanks
really good.
for all your support. We've loved partnering with you guys at Q96 and here through many events over the years. And Diane posted an oldie but a goodie the other day, but we've really, I think, made a difference in this community, and it wouldn't happen without amazing partnerships. So thank you all for your support over the years.
We really appreciate you coming in, Laura, and congratulations on all you're doing, and it's exciting.
Great. Thank you so much.
You bet. Laura Blau, ladies and gentlemen, ESPN 93.5.
The sounds of fresh meat grilling, the sounds of the marching Illini, and the sounds of Lovie Smith and his Fighting Illini taking the field at Memorial Stadium. Ensure you have the best tailgate and get your meat from the U of I Meat Sales Room. They have fresh meat weekly, sausage, bacon, and eggs too. It's local fresh meat from right here in Champaign-Urbana. The U of I Meat Sales Room, open Tuesdays and Thursdays 1 to 5:30 p.m. and Friday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Located off South Florida on Maryland Avenue in Urbana. Have the best tailgate this season when you buy your meat from the U of I Meat Sales Room. Enjoy Urbana Park District events year-round. The Senior Club for people age 50 plus meets the second Tuesday of each month at noon. Inquire about the potluck meal with entertainment. Meet friends new and old. Members like trips and excursions of all interests. Residents pay just $12 and $15 for non-residents. Want more information about the Senior Club with the Urbana Park District? Call 367-1544 or go online to urbanaparks.org. That's urbanaparks.org.
You check things all the time, like your email every 10 seconds, or your ex's Instagram. But what about checking something as important as your credit? Well, Discover makes it quick, easy, and best of all, free. Discover is now offering FICO credit scores to everyone for free, even if you're not a customer. And checking your score won't hurt your credit. We call it the Discover Credit Scorecard. And once you know your score, you should check to see if your current credit card is the best fit for you. Check your credit, compare your card. Go to discover.com/credit scorecard. Limitations apply.
Get the roof your home deserves. Roof Doctors. They have honest, reasonable rates. They give you competitive prices up front. No gimmicks or contractor pricing games. You can rely on Roof Doctors. No deposit required. No subcontractors. Over 30 years in business in the industry. Check out Roof Doctors at roofdoctorsco.com or call Tammy or Randy at 328-7529. Roof Doctors, 328-7529.
Hey, Joe, you got that spreadsheet for me?
Yeah, 1 second, Larry. Let me pull it up. Where'd it go?
Hey, I'm going to need that spreadsheet ASAP, Joe.
Yeah, sure, Larry. Just 1 second. It's gone. Everything's gone. My emails, my spreadsheets, my fantasy football league.
This is Joe. Don't be like Joe. Give Area Wide Technologies in Champaign a call at 359-8041. They'll make sure your work setup is secure and running smoothly. Then you won't be in a situation like Joe.
Kelsey Furniture in Tuscola is your local furniture expert. They've been in business over 50 years and their sales team has over 150 years of experience. They carry everything you need to furnish your whole house with top name brands such as Broyhill, Lane, Ashley, Smith Brothers, Bemco mattresses, and Mohawk carpeting. Their showroom is huge with over 30,000 square feet of furniture. Stop by Kelsey Furniture in downtown Tuscola today or visit kelseyfurniture.com, K-E-L-S-E-Y, Kelsey Furniture, or like them on Facebook. Kelsey Furniture, quality for less.
This is a Fox News Alert. I'm Chris Foster. It's another full day of testimony in the impeachment inquiry. House Intelligence Committee Chairman Adam Schiff, in his opening statement,
to press a foreign leader to announce an investigation into his political rival, President Trump put his own personal and political interests above those of the nation.
Top Republican on the committee, Devin Nunes, says about last week's testimony,
you may have noticed a disconnect between what you actually saw and the mainstream media accounts describing it. When you saw 3 diplomats who dislike President Trump's Ukraine policy, discussing second-hand and third-hand conversations about their objections with the Trump policy.
This morning's witnesses are Jennifer Williams, she's an aide to Vice President Pence, and Lieutenant Colonel Alex Vindman, he's a member of the National Security Council. 2 more witnesses this afternoon. It's former Ukraine Special Envoy Kurt Volker and former National Security Council member Tim Morrison. This is a Fox News Alert.
Good morning. I'm Rich Hancock with your ESPN 93.5 local news update. The Mahomet Public School Board has approved a measure to allow homeschool students to participate in the district's extracurricular activities. Homeschooled kids will now be allowed to take part in school sports, clubs, and music programs. The $98 million University of Illinois Electrical and Computer Engineering building, now over 5 years old, has been awarded a platinum certification under the LEED, or Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design, rating system for healthy, highly efficient, and cost-saving green building. 79-year-old Champaign-Urbana area Boy Scout leader Milton Forsberg has pleaded not guilty to trafficking in child pornography. Forsberg was indicted earlier this month on 2 counts, one for receiving and one for possessing child porn. Police found more than 100 images of underage boys on Forsberg's computer. You're up to date. I'm Rich Hancock.
Every year, the Johnsons host their big Thanksgiving family dinner, stuffed with cornbread, mashed potatoes, and chocolate chip cookies. The Johnsons always scarf down Grandma's home-cooked specialties. That is, until this year. This year, the Johnsons are spending their Thanksgiving evening on the side of the road thanks to a dead car battery. You never know what a cheap battery could cost you. Don't risk missing out. Stop in at Interstate All Battery Center in Champaign on North Mattis Avenue or give them a call at 217-355-4855.
Hi, I'm Gary Knight from Carmack Car Capital, where we're crushing it. We're crushing the competition with low prices, huge incentives, low interest rates like 0% for 72 months with financing for everyone. And we'll pay you top dollar for your trade. Crush it with our huge selection of new Hondas and Hyundais, plus this area's best selection of certified pre-owned vehicles. Now's the time for you to crush it. At Carmack Car Capital in Danville. CarmackCars.com.
Need a car wash? Need an oil change? Luckily, you can get them both at Market View Car Wash and Lube in Champaign. They have the perfect package for you. Just buy a full service oil change and they'll give you a complimentary car wash. They have free vacuums at their shop as well. And join the VIP Car Wash Club as you will receive one car wash a day. The VIP Club Wash price starts at $20 a month. So come on by 501 West Market View Drive and the Market View team will take care of your car as they would their own.
Here's your ESPN 93.5 three-day forecast from the National Weather Service.
Well, we've had some morning rain, and that could continue. Today's high 43, partly cloudy, low 29 tonight. Partly cloudy, high 50 tomorrow, down to 41, 58 on Thursday, but totally rainy and windy. So if you're thinking, oh, that sounds good for the outside decorations, not so much. Right now, the temperature's at 36 with the clouds. ESPN 93.5.
All right, 8:34. Glad you're listening. You can always reach out to us at 359-2255. Fun talking to Tim Sinclair and Laura Blyle. To create a website that gets a lot of people visiting is not easy.
That's right. ShambanaMoms.com, ShambanaSeniors.com.
Yeah, that's cool. Wonderful. Good for her. And certainly, everything seems to be going toward the phone.
That's
you
right.
know, if people get their information in a variety of ways, the question a lot of times when you use your phone is, what's true? I mean, where'd that come from?
Right.
What's true, what's not true? So, Illinois wins last night. We win against Hawaii, tied or something at half. Kofi Coburn looks like a man. And I said earlier, I really like thinking that I've got players that might not be here 4 years because that means we're really good. And I think this team is totally an NCAA tournament team, which is fun. We haven't had that in years. So the thought of going to the tournament and being in March Madness, all where we belong, I'm excited about. But Io DeSuma is a guy that, everybody projects to leave after this year. I think Kofi, he's not ready for the NBA by my eye, but he's going to be really good.
Yeah.
And generally when you see a player that's going to be really good, sometimes they draft on size, and he's ginormous.
He's 7 foot.
He's like 295 pounds, and he's not fat.
That's right.
No, and his footwork, I mean, to me, he looks better about every time. Now, the Big Ten will school him a little bit, probably. If they don't school Kofi this year, Kofi's not going to be here long. So some of the veteran big guys will shove him around, get him in foul trouble, I would think. But he's the best big guy in my memory that's a true 7-footer. Everybody remembers Nick Smith. Really good player, 7 foot something. Everybody kind of joked because it was always referred to Nick Smith, the tallest player in Illinois basketball.
Right.
So we heard that a few times. Kofi is he's different. Illinois just never really had big men. In my lifetime, I can't tell you if there's been enough. We've always been about 6'8". We've never really had that kind of quality at the post in my memory. Not like that. Not with the upside this guy has. Anyway, fun. Illinois wins. And then we got Iowa coming up Saturday. Hawkeyes are about 11-point favorite. To me, that shows respect for this 4-game winning streak that the Illini are on. And then you wonder, well, now that we are in a bowl, will we have the same edge? I think we will. I think the guys are having so much fun, they find out what it's like to win. I mean, we haven't lost in over a month. What? Come on, man. Michigan. It was 28-0.
That's so wild.
It was a bad feeling that first half. I'm sitting there watching the game at Memorial Stadium going, 28-0. This is bad. I mean, I know the Lovey list is out there. I knew they were thinking, oh, can we survive? And then Josh came in and announced the Ireland trip. Oh, great. Yay. Woohoo. Go across the sea and get us pounded on foreign soil will be fun.
Against Nebraska.
Yeah. So now it's like, I want to go.
Yeah.
We're going to kick their butt.
We got new energy now.
Whole different deal. All right. Earlier this morning, I talked to Cabinet Secretary Alex Azar. This is one of the cabinet guys of the United States of America, Donald Trump's cabinet health and human services guy. And we're talking about this initiative called Executive Order where you will see transparency in the health industry where you'll know what something costs and maybe you can shop it. I think it's great. But I asked him this question about Washington.
It is. I think.
Oh, golly. I was too fired up about Lovey. I had the wrong cut. All right, I'm gonna do this while I'm talking Lovey, though, while I've got it. Let me ask about what it's like as far as your life and winning football games at Illinois, Lovey.
Life is a lot better when you're winning football games, and you accomplish more than you have in the past, and you see the program headed in the right direction. We're all in a little bit better spirits leading up to game week. Once you get to game week, though, it's the same thing. Anticipation, there's a lot of work to be done early in the week to get the game plan in, so that's where we are.
And I remember being at the Iowa game here in Champaign last year, and the Hawkeyes just humiliated us. There's no other way to put it. It was 63-0 in my house last year.
63-0 thrashing out there. We're going to bring that up. A few times. I think the guys have heard that a few times, but, I don't think you really need to. There's a lot of us that went through it. When you play that way, you just hope you get an opportunity to play better against an opponent. So, we use everything possible to try to get the guys as motivated as possible.
Yeah, I think they'll go up there and, you know what, they believe that they can win any time out, and that's fun. And then Northwestern, don't be looking past the Wildcats. That's a rivalry game. They can come and beat us and, feel satisfaction because they've had a really hard season.
Mm-hmm.
So that, you go 8-4. Jeremy Warner tells me it's going to be warmer if we can get to 8. And the Pinstripe Bowl, he tells me, is on our radar as a potential. That'd be New York City. That'd be kind of a fun 3-day trip.
Sure would.
Go see a show. Go to Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be pretty cool. So, but the point is we're going. And that's unusual. And maybe we'll start a little streak and go every year. Nobody's been able to do that.
That'd be awesome.
Nobody has been able to do that in the history of the Fighting Illini and bowl games. We've never gone like 5 years in a row or anything, nothing like that. We just can't sustain it. And I don't get that. There's like 75 teams that go to bowl games. We got to be one every year. But you know what? It feels like we could be now. Isn't that amazing from a month ago?
Go Illini.
At the Happy Honda Days sales event, you can unwrap incredible deals that'll make you,
oh my gosh.
The kind of gift that makes you,
no way.
Or even,
awesome.
Yep, that's basically Happy Honda Days in a chest nutshell.
Get a great deal on a 2019 HRV from KBB.com's best overall brand for 2019 with 1.9% APR financing for well-qualified buyers. Hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details based on 2019 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
At the Happy Honda Days sales event, you can unwrap incredible deals that'll make you,
oh my gosh.
The kind of gift that makes you,
no way.
Yep, that's basically Happy Honda Days in a chest nutshell.
Get a great deal on a 2019 CRV from KBB.com's best overall brand for 2019 with 1.9% APR financing for well-qualified buyers.
Visit your Central Illinois Honda dealers or go to centralilhondadealers.com.
See dealer for financing details based on 2019 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
Trade pros. Whether you specialize in service or new construction, Ferguson knows firsthand how much work goes into a long day on the job, which is why we're committed to offering the products and solutions to get every job done right. With over 1,000 locations, an unmatched selection of specialty products, tools, and supplies, our pro pickup and same or next day delivery, you can trust that doing business with Ferguson will be the easiest part of your hard day's work. Visit Ferguson.com to find a counter location near you.
Earlier this morning, Cabinet Secretary, Health and Human Services Cabinet Secretary Alex Azar was on the show, and I asked him this question. I play it because it's discouraging But I think important perspective. Do you think we're going to get back to any normalcy where you live, Secretary?
No, absolutely not. It is, unfortunately, it just gets worse and worse every year. And as you saw with Justice Kavanaugh or with so many other good people, the price of public service is becoming so high in this toxic environment that I just fear that so many good people of the next generation will shy away from public service because they just say, why would I put myself through that? And we'll be left with people in government or in leadership who have nothing, nothing better to do. It's a very toxic culture, and it's very distressing when you think about the future of our country.
Man, ouch. I mean, think about it. I mean, there's some things you don't get scrutinized for very much, but some of the other things, the big things, you better cover your tracks because chances are you did something that you'll be embarrassed about because it's coming out. And so anybody in that position, of that kind of a high position, why would you do that? Why would you drag your family through what's coming, even if it's not true? Innuendo, accusations, it doesn't matter. They will bury you because they've got to. And so people are good leaders, good potential leaders, and wonderful. They're not. Why would you? I'm not talking at the congressional level, and even some of the senatorial seats you can get pretty ugly. But certainly any like obviously Supreme Court or Vice President, you just better be ready because the Operation Research is just unbelievable. And again, it doesn't have to be true. If there's a threat of innuendo, they can use that. So why would you? And he says, why would you go through that? The cost is too high. Cabinet secretaries, all of them have to go through confirmation. And they're going to dig everything they can to bury you because you're on the other party. It didn't used to be like that. Actually, it used to be where you respected each other, and it seems to be gone. So that's not healthy, and that's why he said, never going to be back. Quarter till.
Well, look who's home. How was your day, hon?
Stressful, exhausting.
Lay down on me and we'll talk about it.
Oh, Purple Mattress. You know how to support me.
Hey, I'm just a mattress doing my job.
You're more than that. You're a Purple Mattress. Who cares about a bed with numbers when I have your Purple Grid to comfort my body's pressure points? And forget memory foam. Your non-toxic, hyper-elastic polymer minimizes heat, keeping me cool and comfortable the whole night through.
If you're happy, I'm happy. But you do have up to 100 days to return me for a full refund.
And give up the best night's sleep I've had since I learned to walk? No way. You're the only one I want to come home to. Purple Mattress.
You too can come home to a Purple Mattress by texting NIGHT to 84888. And now for a limited time, receive a free Purple product with your order when you text NIGHT to 84888. That's keyword NIGHT to 84888.
Message and data rates may apply. Please do not text and drive. See purple.com for terms and conditions.
Yeah, Myers-Leonard.
Yeah, he's 7-1, and Doug and Angela had texted in about that.
Yeah, because I said Kofi could be the big. Myers was here for 2 years, left after his sophomore year. Has not been an NBA star, but pretty dang successful financially. And I think he was really, really good. I somehow think Kofi Coburn has a bigger upside in the NBA, but I don't know. I'm just saying, as a fan, he just looks awfully good for a guy that's played basketball for like 4 years.
Angel and Doug, thanks for texting in. It says when the season started, Illini fans were hoping to get an early glimpse of things to come from 7-foot freshman center Kofi Coburn. He got 15 points and 14 rebounds as we beat Hawaii 66-53. So he's from Jamaica. This is his third double-double in 4 games this season. And our Illini volleyball team had Morgan O'Brien honored as Defensive Player of the Week. 41 digs over the weekend. Our Illinois football team in action against Iowa. That's an 11 a.m. start. Speaking of football, Chiefs over the Chargers yesterday in NFL action 24-17. Carolina in Chicago for the Blackhawks tonight. Tampa Bay and St. Louis to face the Blues. That's Sports on Diane Ducey.
Wow, Mommy, those are beautiful.
They sure are, Bugs. Daddy knew my birthday was coming up and sent me flowers.
That's nice, Mommy. When I get married, I want to send my wife flowers, too.
And you can. You'll just need to call the Blossom Basket florist.
No matter how young or old, flowers from the Blossom Basket are perfect for any occasion. Call 367-ROSE for the Blossom Basket in Champaign and Urbana.
We turn your feelings into flowers. The Blossom Basket florist. The florist you pick.
Hi, I'm having
Habib Habib. This year's Live to Lead was the best one ever. So we're hosting an encore presentation of the exact same program on Tuesday, December 10th at 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. at the iHotel. John Maxwell, Angela Arenz, Marcus Buckingham of Strength Finder, Chris Hogan, and Rachel Hollis of Girl Wash Your Face. They rock the house. Don't miss this opportunity. Bring your team, bring your spouse, bring a friend. It'll be an amazing program that you won't forget. Buy your tickets at HabibHabib.com.
Looking for a place to host your company or organization's holiday party? Looking for great food and drink options? Look no further than Gifford's Long Branch Steakhouse. Donnie and the crew would love to host your private celebration Sunday, Monday, or Tuesdays in downtown Gifford. Steaks, seafood, chops, chicken, ribs, and more. Call 568-7722 for details. That's 568-7722. And don't forget gift certificates from Long Branch make great stocking stuffers.
Hey, Illini fans, we're going bowling. Coach Lovie Smith and your football team are bowl bound for the first time since 2014. Get all your gear to show your support at the official fan store of the Fighting Illini Game Day Spirit. Whether you're looking for extra layers to cheer them on in person against Northwestern or just looking for a celebratory bowl t-shirt, Game Day Spirit's the store for you. Find us in Champaign or online 24/7 at GameDaySpirit.com. And go Illini!
I think Tim Beckman was in trouble, and then we won our last 3 football games, and you couldn't fire him then. And then we went to whatever that was in Dallas. Anyway, that was 2014? Really? Man, it's a long time ago. All right, here's your ESPN 93.5 3-day forecast from the National Weather Service.
Well, we're looking at clouds this morning and a little chance of precipitation. We've got a high 43 expected, 30 our low tonight. Up towards 50 tomorrow, partly cloudy, down to 41. 58, rainy and windy on Thursday. Friday and Saturday up to 41, 45 for Sunday. Right now the temperature's at 36 on ESPN 93.5.
Chef Thad Morrow talks about the newest restaurant in Champaign-Urbana. It's Naya Restaurant, located at 212 East Green Street.
Yeah, I think it's perfect for a date night. You can, come to, campus town. You can stroll around. It's actually fantastic to see all the activity on campus. Come in, sit at the bar, have a glass of rosé, or a cocktail, and then sit at the table and, have a little dinner.
Dinner and drinks are waiting for you at the new Naya Restaurant, 212 East Green Street, Champaign, in the heart of campus town.
It's that time again to award the My Office Plus and Long's Garage Player of the Week. The Week 12 My Office Plus and Long's Garage Player of the Week is not a player. It's all the managers of the various local fall sports teams. Managers are the ones filling up the water bottles before each practice and game. The manager is the one who is most likely filming the game that goes to the various colleges these athletes dream of playing for. The manager is the first one out of practice and sometimes the last to leave at night cleaning up from a practice. The manager keeps track of some stats that are extremely vital for the end of the year awards for the players. The manager is the team's biggest supporter and best fan. They live and die for each game's result, knowing it means so much to their friends on the team. So here's a shout out to the managers. I hope this recognition finds you. From one former manager to current managers. The IHSA Football My Office Plus and Long's Garage Player of the Week is also sponsored by Prospect Bank, State Farm Agent Joe Stovall, Claire's Automotive, and Rocket Motors.
This Mettler tip is brought to you by Matthew Gordon, Doctor of Physical Therapy with Mettler Center. What's the most important part of working out?
Reps, sets, intensity, duration. These are all important factors, but I believe the most important factor is form. If you are doing the exercise wrong, nothing else matters. And in fact, you may even be putting yourself at risk for injuries. So perfect your form first, because form is always king.
Do you have a question for a physical therapist? Go to MettlerCenter.com and click Ask an Expert.
I love the Wizard of Oz theme and the comfort food that you can get at Curtis Orchard with their Flying Monkey Cafe. Manager Debbie Graham and her staff have served up homemade lunches and will continue through December 23rd from 11 to 2. Enjoy pulled pork, Italian beef, and chunky chili, as well as sides like au gratin potatoes, green beans, hot soup, and cornbread. Curtis Orchard's Flying Monkey Cafe. Details on the menu at curtisorchard.com.
Hey, this is Kirk Herbstreit. Welcome back to this great college football rivalry. Earlier today, we mic'd up the huddle, and here's what we heard.
Woo! Yeah, baby! You know what time it is?
What time is it?
Grill time!
What time is it?
Grill time!
Woo!
They ain't ready for this home gate. When I say smoke, you say sausage. Smoke! Sausage! Smoke! Sausage! Hands in. Eckridge on 3. 1, 2, 3. Eckridge! Woo! Fire up that grill.
That is one intense home gate. Eckridge, you do you.
You check things all the time, like your email every 10 seconds, or your ex's Instagram. But what about checking something as important as your credit? Well, Discover makes it quick, easy, and best of all, free. Discover is now offering FICO credit scores to everyone for free, even if you're not a customer. And checking your score won't hurt your credit. We call it the Discover Credit Scorecard. And once you know your score, you should check to see if your current credit card is the best fit for you. Check your credit, compare your card. Go to discover.com/credit scorecard.
All right.
Limitations apply.
The impeachment hearings back live today. I will keep track of that today, and we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Sounds good.
To me, it's an impeachment looking for a crime. And again, it's all about, Donald Trump did this. Then you can point to 10 different instances that have happened in the last 8 years that are pretty serious, in my opinion, that just doesn't get covered.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's no verification. There's nothing to that. That's what they say. It's just like, wait a minute. You're getting in for jaywalking, and you're talking about these guys did that? It's not equal. So that's why the fairness word comes in a lot, because this whole thing to me is just, are you kidding? I know you don't like him, but man, vote him out. Go to the ballot box November 3 of 2020 and don't vote for Donald Trump. That's how you get rid of your president.
That's right.
Not finding a way to get rid of him because you're too worried he actually might win again. We need a safe space the size of Texas. Based on what CNN and MSNBC are talking about, they're expecting an orange jumpsuit and a pert walk. That's what they're expecting. So people don't get that. They're going, "Ah, he's a criminal." Oh, golly. Hey, Jeremy Warner's next. Stand by. Don't forget, 5:30 on the drive this afternoon. Chance to win $50 with a Blossom Basket Florist in our Stever deal today.
By the way, on the drive yesterday, those pork chop sandwiches were awesome. Thank you, Ben Peterson. And again, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 1 to 5:30, stop by the U of I Meat Sales Room.
Wonderful, wonderful product. Thank you, Ben. All right, talk to you tomorrow.
Enjoy the day.
That's Diane Ducey. I'm Stevie J. Thank you for listening. Meet tomorrow. Have a great Tuesday.
2 words can be very powerful. We say I do at the altar, and we say yes ma'am to our mothers and no sir to our fathers. This is J.J. Farney, mortgage lender at Molitor Financial Group, and I simply want to say thank you. Thank you for welcoming us to our community. Thank you for putting your trust in me, and thank you for letting me simply help. Let's see what we can do today to help you achieve your home ownership goal. Contact me, J.J. Farney, at MolitorFinancialGroup.com, 217-637-5468.
NMLS number 1810670. Molitor Financial Group is an Illinois mortgage license.
There's no one like you. No one else with the life you live or body you were born with. Just you. GNC for You is personalized daily packs delivered to your door each month. Packs with your name on them. Filled with the industry's best vitamins and supplements. A regimen designed for the goals you have, built around a profile we developed from answers provided by you. And it's from GNC, a name you trust. Don't take someone else's vitamins. You don't need to, because there's GNC for You. Take the free quiz at gnc4u.com.
If your engine or transmission isn't running the way it should and you're not prepared to invest cash in a different vehicle, Long's Garage in Urbana puts miles back into the one you're driving by installing a Jasper remanufactured engine or transmission. Jasper Engines and Transmissions backs their products with a nationwide 3-year, 100,000-mile parts and labor warranty. Call Long's Garage in Urbana at 367-3942 and ask for a Jasper remanufactured product.
Wednesday, December 4th, will you be there live for the first ever nationally televised professional wrestling event in Champaign? AEW Dynamite is coming to the State Farm Center at the University of Illinois. See Chris Jericho, Cody, John Moxley, Kenny Omega, Nyla Rose, Rio, Hangman Page, the Young Bucks, and the athletes of All Elite Wrestling Live. AEW Dynamite is coming to the State Farm Center at the University of Illinois live. Tickets are on sale now and start at $20. Special student ticket prices are also available. Go to AEWTix.com.
Every month we honor our law enforcement official of the month. We do it because it's important to respect our law enforcement. I am a fan. I appreciate what they do. I'm very happy to welcome Sergeant Mark McAllister. He's been with the Sheriff's Office for 23 years. Started in Master Control in 1996. He worked for 2.5 years. From there he went to the court security. Couple of years. He's been around on patrol, crimes unit. You have done a lot, Sergeant Mark McAllister. You've done a lot of work.
I have.
What's been the best part of this?
Well, that's hard to say. I really enjoyed my time in the street crimes unit. I enjoyed my time as a canine handler. And recently I was promoted to sergeant in January, and I have to say I think where I'm at right now is what I like the most.
Well, we're honored to have you in here, and thank you for what you do.
Thank you very much.
We
Thanks
truly
for having
appreciate
me.
You bet. Law Enforcement Official of the Month brought to you by SK Exteriors. Their website, callsktoday.com.
Enjoy the sights and sounds of the holiday season at Junior League of Champaign-Urbana's Festival of Trees, sponsored by PNC. Join us Saturday, November 23rd from 11 to 5, Sunday, November 24th from 10 to 3 p.m. at Hilton Garden Inn in Champaign. View over 70 wreaths and trees. Tickets at the door or online are $5 each and free for children under 3. Get raffle tickets to enter to win your favorite tree. All proceeds go to community projects, scholarships, and community grants. Get your Festival of Tree tickets now at juniorleaguecu.org.
Maybe you're like me. There's all these different TVs out there, and I get so confused. Right now, there's a Sony 4K. Andy, my buddy from Premier Sound, is right next to me. How you doing, my friend?
Lante, what's happening tonight? How you doing, buddy?
I'm great. What is the 4K? What is the Sony? I know I've got to have it, and you've got it for cheap, but what do I need it for?
Absolutely, buddy. We sell every single Sony product under the sun. We can get you Sony TVs, Sony receivers, Sony soundbars. We can do it all for you. But the greatest thing about Sony 4K, obviously most of you have 1080p or standard high definition televisions that we've seen for years and years and years. Well, now there's 4K, 4 times the resolution. They start at 32 inch, jump up to 40, 43, 50, 55. We go all the way up to an 85-inch Sony 4K TV that are under $3,000.
Wow.
That's for the 85-inch. We have a fantastic 65-inch at around $999. You got to come into Premier Sound if you're interested in a Sony 4K TV. You'll love it. I mean it. You got to come in and see them, Rob.
That's why I trust you.
Come see me. Corner of Prospect and Bradley in Champaign.
Planning a party or an event? Think Big Grove Tavern in downtown Champaign. With 3 large back rooms, Big Grove is the ideal place to host your next important gathering, whether it's for the team after the game or a timeless family gathering. Big Grove has the space and the hospitality to make everyone feel welcome. Features include a full bar and a menu with something for everyone. Contact sales at biggrovetavern.com or call 217-239-3505 to reserve your private space.
You're listening to WSJK.